Ladies and gentlemen, hello. This is Ace Attorney Investigations. Figured I'd give this a try for y'all. Hope you guys enjoy. So they wanted to make sure my options are set up. Alright, so let's begin episode 1. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm most likely going to be reading the Mosling character. Or try to at least. March 14th, 1:16 a.m. Who knows where the fuck? Make sure the defendant is found guilty. What other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough. But a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. I'll go sue on the side, no matter what the cost. Damn. What? I am a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will be. And now it's 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway. Alright. It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. Our Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office, and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. That's more crazy. Detective Gumshoe? It's a smell. It's very familiar. Blood? Oh. So the murder took place in my office. But what the... That's a body. What is the meaning of this? Oh. Freeze. Oh, sir. Mystery man. Identify yourself. Shut up. Well, damn. You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. Well, no one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. And gone. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I'd be thrusted into a multitude of cases, some very frantic and busy days. 2:56 a.m. And now we're in the office. I finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue your investigation. Yes, sir. Oh, right. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. I heard the murder had taken place in your office. I ran up here straight away. This is Dick Gumshoe. He is a detective with the local precinct, and the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. You look so happy. Looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. However, look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed. And I'll say, Gopher sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud into my office. Oh, sounds like you're really getting burned up over this whole thing. This crime scene was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. I mean, yeah, that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. Oh, tutorial time. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? It really cuts the office. I mean, maybe? Get the nagging feeling this is something important to keep in mind. Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just coincidence, can you? No, not really. Especially because of this. Key to your office? Security reasons this office has a door has been locked built into it. Well, I mean, what do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Isn't it logic? By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic. So, how do you use it? First, I recall the information we've gathered with left bumper, and then I connect them together with triangle, or whatever corresponding button for your console. Now to recall the facts. Alright. Doing things my way. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks, which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime scene as mere coincidence. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after? We have a new thing on my mind. Really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. Okay. The information doesn't line up like a straightforward truth is one. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir. Alright. Base of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that. I know to examine something is to use exponent next to it. Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use triangle, okay? I'll give you a great precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. We got free time now. Well, sir? The only evidence I got is the badge, and then our victim, and okay, interesting. You notice anything? Anything you notice that you'd like to share to the detective? Just that I rushed over here as soon as I heard there was a murder in your office, sir. Investigation's just gotten started, so I guess there's not much else to say. So, you're the one that found the body, Mr. Edgeworth? Fortunately, on my return, I found my office door to be unlocked. What awaited me inside was this whole messy affair. Ouch, that's rough. Even though I left the security of this room to a certain detective. Oops, sorry, sir. I'm guessing you're just going to recap out the tutorial. I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, detective? Of course, sir. Examine anything and everything with X. Checking various things out, we can gather all sorts of evidence and information. See the evidence we've collected with right bumper. For information and leads, it's L. That's it. Great job, sir. Deductive reasonable is the way to go. It's called deductive reasoning, detective. Clearly something lack. Oh, damn. Alright. Oh, wait. This looks important. Exactly here. This perhaps be the title weapon. If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun there. I think I've seen one of these before. Care to enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. It was issued the exact same model. I think. You think? Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I'm not used to mine much, except in emergencies, so that's why I don't recognize it. So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives. Okay. Don't think I can piece those two together with anything. Hey, you know anything? Do you have anything to report? Sir, yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. Yep, there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes. Talk about a contradiction. Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more. We've seen a few out of the ordinary things. Like, for example, my teapot's messed up. Watch out for the teacup fragments there, sir. That killer's going to pay. This tea set. Yeah, he's really mad over this. This tea set is very dear to my heart. It can only be bought in England. It costs more than your whole month's paycheck. What? Now I feel like the killer wasted one of my monthly paychecks. It's been a while since I've sat at this desk. Oh, how I've missed you. It's so tight it looks newer than when I first picked it. Oh, yeah. Everything's so polished that makes the mirrors jealous. Don't tell me you had no other work the entire time as a way detective. My job is to protect your office, sir. And you did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it. That's harsh, sir. I have to admit, the tests never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay. Docking his pay already. Books. Files are all over the floor, sir. Probably felt during the struggle between the victim and his killer. Files are not to struggle. I don't know, it seems like a lot for a struggle. Oh, and I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just ran it all the time and effort I put in pointless. Damn, he often. I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I water the flowers every day just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled. Does he have a life? I don't know. Get the body in a minute. Ouch, they even knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games. I had no idea you were interested in chess. I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much. It'd be fun either way. Hello, body. Finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. Oh, that's nice. I'll rush to inspect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay. Oh, hey, look, whoa. What do we have here? Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. It's a police badge. Oh, I thought it was his wallet. Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinky-dink. Let's take a look inside. Buddy Faith, another detective. With a little smile. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you. Seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to complete some logic and figure out if anything connects to each other. In a minute, I want to finish getting everything. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir. In other words, he was shot. Yep. Until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Oh, the evidence. You're going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir? Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Into my brain. Alright, if you say so. Yeah. I keep all the evidence I find in or with my organizer. I want to re-examine a piece I have but to press. Interesting. Oops. Okay, so I can just view the picture whenever I want. That's neat. But the organizers are only for evidence. Keep people's profiles on hand after 2. Probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Yeah, we have Buddy Faith and Mr. Gumshoe. I already went over the files. Oh, hello. I don't believe it. I packed those files on the shelf so tight. Not even an earthquake can make them fall off, but just think of it. This way the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all. A problem to be sure. Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back up on the shelf. That's writing. That is very clearly something on there. It's upside down though, so I have no clue what it's actually saying. Okay. Oh wait, no, and then if you're right, I'm supposed to killer's goal, sensor struggle. Well, this seems pretty obvious. The victim was a detective. The detective's revolver. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could have belonged to our recently departed. Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body when you can? Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Miss Edgeworth, sir. This guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer someone managed to take the victim's gun from him. We assume that this gun is the murder weapon. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. As I always say, you've got to look really carefully at each piece of evidence. Use a joystick to rotate an object. No such thing as bad aim. I can zoom in and out to get get at the nitty gritty. And I'm great at English right now. There's a horse in there. Cancel. Looks like only one round straight for this. Wow, so the killer killed the victim just one shot after wrestling him. Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? We have no proof for now. That is a distinct possibility. This is about all we're going to find out. Should send the body to the Jim! Oh, damn. Why, oh why? How could this have happened to a guy like you? Are you alright? Don't touch me. Leave me alone. Just let me be. Sorry, but I can't do that. Investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. Body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night. Sure. Just in a blood-stained suit, pal. Don't mind, I was just grieving. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Very helpful, Edward. Oh, yes, I am. Jacques is Portman, prosecutor. Alright, Mr. Portsman. Jim here is my partner in crime busting. Miles Edgeworth. Like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So you're Miles Edgeworth. Guess this is your office? Yes, that is correct. And that was you! You're the one who killed Jim. Hey, don't go around and jump to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? I will not. I know how things work around here. My prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed Rupert. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. The key to the door is with me the entire time, okay? The only one who could get in here was me. You could have stopped at least 1 or 2 sentences ago. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means. So it's you then. You're Jim's killer. Why are you calling him Jim? His name's Buddy. No way, pal. You've got it all wrong. Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know how to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. Sure, one cool customer, though. Mr. Edgeworth. Heard all the rumors about you. You're a great genius prosecutor. Something of a legend, you know? Anyway, let's call our troops and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? No, I'm good. Pleasure to work with you. You guys were conducting an investigation, right? Sorry for questioning like that. Carry on, then. to your room after all? Thank you. I intend to. Just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. Do that. Sir! Nice handshake. I want you to capture this scene on film for me, will it? My final farewell to my partner, Jim. Why does... I should probably give them some space. Detective? The info I've given. I seem to have picked up a few good leads. Oh, so now you can do that thing you do with all that information, right? What are you babbling about? The brainy thing you were talking about just a few minutes ago. Sorry, logic. You said that you can look at all your leads and info, but press nail, whatever that means. And you pick the ones that's related and connect them. That's a way of investigating, right, sir? Yes, which is why this exercise in explaining my own method to me is unnecessary. Okay, then how about I explain my logic to you next? That is even more unnecessary. Wonder. What are your thoughts on this? Victim's gun, huh? Same model as mine. Tool used to protect lives, yet one that can also take lives away. Those who take a gun in hand will have a great responsibility. I hope you understand that. I don't really use my gun at all, sir. The only time I would use this baby is when I'm fighting a hunt duel with a convict looking ultra cool. You were doing so well until that last bit. So now we have Jocks. I prosecuted with this prosecutor's office. It's my first time speaking with him. Probably check out my wait, couch. We can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on this sofa. That thing looks a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit on it too, just for a little while, sir? Detective, don't you? No, I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest. You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to you. Even once this case is over, I don't think you can afford to take any time off. Okay, so, poor painting. Ah, your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor? Must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing it. So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? They dared shoot the ultra-special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? What if they had shot through it? It would have been a disaster. It's not worth getting worked up about it, not when there's something more here. What? I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There's a giant contradiction right here in front of us. Really? Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. It's starting to sound like that. I must have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. The scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off. That's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. The checkers brings back to memories. I never used to wear this around the time you became a certified prosecutor. It was a present from the mentor. Prosecutor Manfred von Hunt, huh? Yes, I don't wear it anymore. I can't bring myself to throw it away. It's been a lot to it, even with the little bittersweet memories of it. But you know, I've got an old coat of mine hanging up in my room too, sure. This day was laundry day, so it's just drying off, but you get the picture. Nope, this is the bowl of bowls where the contradiction lies. This mustn't be its all for sure. For sure, and when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. That's how I do things. Only one shot. Eureka! This bullet hole is the contradiction. What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. It's elementary, Detective. 2 shots were fired in this room. First felled the victim, and the second felled this frame. Hey, that's right. However, this gun was only fired once. Hey, that's true too. Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight? By the way, I noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? Ah, that. It's a secret safe. A secret safe? Oh, I smell money. Spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. He's so sad. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way. Roger that. Talk about dusty. I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. If I had no idea there's a safe here, I'd have kept it clean for you, sir. Where did you put this thing in? It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really? I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. So, what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now, nothing. I only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session. That's it. Talk about squashing hopes and dreams. Secret safe. I added down to my organizer. Oh, now we're expecting this safe. Oh, this is odd. Found something, sir? This keypad. Don't you find it to be a bit too clean? Yeah, there's thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself. Forensic scientist. Yes, sir? Could you please dust this area for fingerprints? Yeah, got it, sir. Couldn't find let alone left a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. Alright. As I thought. It appears that logic's the only way around this setback. Time to rationally and calmly play connect the dots with the information we have. Hold on. No checkmark yet. I knew there was a safe back here. Well, if the detectives knew about them, then they wouldn't be secret now, would there? Are there any other secret hidden things in this room? Even if there were, it would defeat the purpose of them being hidden, if I told you. So don't bother looking. So there's no, like, hidden camera around, right? What if there was? No, it's nothing. Forget us anything. Do I even want to ask what he's been doing in my office while I've been away? What is that? Okay, checkmark declared. Before I launch, is there anything else I need to talk to him about? Nope, okay. Alright, puzzle piece time. So, he was trying to get into my safe or something, right? I believe I figured out what the murderer was after. Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering the theft, I believe. I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other piece of information can tell me about this crime. Culprit tried to open my safe was the killer's notice theft. Well, I doubt he was out for gun collecting because I'm a prosecutor, so let me see if I can get anything like this. There's a possibility that the files displayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir? Precisely. Need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. Yes, sir. You can show files that you've never seen before, even at a library. Sure. Let's give that a try. Mr. Portsman, why do all the good ones always die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. But I'm afraid not. No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. Sorry, wrong voice. All we can do is search for the truth. And so what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth? Man, I'm killing it today with my not voicing. First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place. You got it. Here, let me help. So this file goes here, that book goes there. I sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office. I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal, okay? Done. I think that the murder was definitely committed here. The bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh. Suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf. And then the guy fell on the floor, right? The blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out. Executive, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now. You know I'm no good with blood, sir. I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture. Okay, what do we got here? We got the handprints, we got the books. Wait. a specimen of bacteria in the evidence at home. But because putting this abdomen it should not be way the fuck down there. Clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole. What do you mean, sir? You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up. What if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir? That would be illogical. The victim leaned against the shelf here after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot. And that means... Wait, what does that mean, sir? It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mind, detective. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption, and it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is the faulty assumption that caused this problem of bullet holes position? Is it position of the handprints? The position of the handprints is what's causing this problem. Wouldn't be in this dilemma if the handprints were closer to the ground. The handprints were where they are, up top. Yes, you are quite perceptive. So this is not a viable hypothesis. Oh, so it's just a what if? No, what's the right answer? You still can't figure it out? Allow me to explain. Yes, please, sir. Guess you didn't notice the slip-up. Although, at this point, I shouldn't be surprised. It was a faulty assumption. Okay, well, it's not the position of the body, is it? The order of files? Where's the order of files? You know, put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey, actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir. Oh. Hey, you see here how the files are shot beginning with the number 0? What are those doing all the way down there? Here are 1, 2, and 3. That's really weird. Actually, the way they're organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye. But the numbers are all out of order. Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. And from this, we know that the files are not in this order when correctly. So that's it. But the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, detective. To arrange the files in a numerical order and see what we'll find out. We could have the body back at Howard before it was moved. Finish processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. Would you please, Detective Gumshoe? As I suspected, bullet holes now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith, and then put the files back in numerical order, I guess. Oh, God damn it. Exactly, and then proceeded to shoot the victim. But why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time? Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice, once before and once after the crime scene. But why? Yeah, the crime scene is as it was the time of the murder. Time to give it another shot. Must be some reason as to why the victim's body was moved. You mean aside from Gumshoe having just moved it? There's no time to ponder that now. Let us continue with our investigation, Detective. Roger that, sir. I'm raring to go. Oh yeah, the word's over here. This. What is that? What does it say Gumshoe on there in blood? I'd say it's incredibly incriminating evidence. Yes, indicative of criminal activity indeed. No, wait! There's gotta be some mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me. Say something, sir. It appears that one of my files was stolen. Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation? Is this what the killer was really after? Stolen file data jot down to my organizer. Oh, we did it. Hey, back to full health. Looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. And this most important message managed to reach us. I'm telling you, it wasn't me! I can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. If you're going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. These words are more than enough, wouldn't you say? If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning. You got it. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. And there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you going to do? I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique. Oh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? Might as well. Alright, first I listen to the witness's testimony. If I find a flaw in the testimony, something that contradicts the evidence, I open my organizer and present the contradictory evidence. Present something I simply use blah blah blah, but that's all it comes. But it's not like there's going to be a flaw in their testimony every time, right? Correct. And at those times I need to press the witness with a button. Sometimes by pressing, I can draw out new information and new or modified testimony. I think I get it, sir. I'm sure to try this technique out during investigations, too. Very well. I'll even show you how it's done. Now watch carefully. Alright. The Battle of Words. Mr. Portman's Luck. Detective Gumshoe stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. Thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. It will be by his final words that he will be brought to justice. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer? You hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in this man's logic and expose it with credible evidence. Alright, Mr. Portsman. Replicate the theft instead. Okay. Wait, I think you got it. One of the files was missing. We could miss the age. How could he not have noticed? Oh. Objection. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there's a serious flaw in your logic. Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem. I'm game. I can't help but find it odd. Excuse me? Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I get it. Ha 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 ha. If you have time to laugh, then you have time to take another closer look at this. You still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible! Just chill. What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? Nothing. The files on the shelf are all about a certain case. The killer went to take the file after murdering your partner. I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spot. It's possible that they could have taken the file before committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. Missing letters and the detective's name where the file should be is proof. Yeah, I mean the S is gone, and there's only half an H. I can't read then. If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood. Which means, what exactly? Does that make this dying message? Makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. You seem awfully quiet. That's so low. I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portsman? Brilliant. Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of Olympic gold. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. You win some, you lose some. That's how life goes. I had everyone to cheer you, though I feel more dead than alive. But you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However, what is it this time? Are you still after me, pal? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? That would be me. Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal. You know. Okay, that's absolutely right, and I acknowledge your innocence. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? Make a damn decision. Oh, I was thinking, did you know there's one other person with a key to this office? Another person. Dude, Hey, you there. Yes, sir. There's a sir. Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me? Lady? The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness. Security? Did you say security? No, stop, pal, don't. What's wrong with him all of a sudden? Welcome back. Hello. I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security. Hello. Oh, feathers. Detective Gumshoe, sir. Maggie. Yeah, hi. Miss Bird is security guard on watch tonight. See, and your point is? My point is that she could very well have used it. By it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building. What? If you are not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with the access to this room is Miss Bird. How dare you? I would never sneak into someone's room. That's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie is the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. I did it. You take that as a confession, Detective? Well, it wasn't really me, but definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right? Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. Oh my god, that girl's the only one that could have committed the crime, for one simple reason. Okay. Reason for suspicion. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. That's it? So you're saying she used the master key? Okay. Incredibly incriminating evidence, would you say? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. That was then. This is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. I wonder if there was anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get to Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him. Reason for suspicion. Alright. Okay, does he really believe that it's only Miss Bird?
Hold it!
Hold it! Don't you think it's a bit early to be jumping to conclusions? Are you saying there's another way to open the door other than with the master key? Oh, I get it. Perhaps he had a spare made for someone else. I'll have you know, I've never made a spare, so what are you insinuating? Nothing. You should have known better than to suggest that someone like you would. Okay, that was pointless.
Hold it!
Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key? There's only one person on staff at this time of night. Tonight, she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird? That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir. Wasn't able to. What's that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I had to get sidetracked with something unrelated. What do you mean, unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal. You can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time. Should I hear Miss Bird out? Yes, please. Not so fast. I, too, am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say. Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear lies. I'll be the judge of that, Miss Bird, if you please. Discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir. What do you mean by missing? As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it. Mr. Portsman, I believe this has to be an important piece of testimony, don't you? I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words. not lying. Not lying, sir.
Objection!
If that's the case, I'd like to know why you have the master key now. I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir. Ah, a likely story. Where is your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? That you just forgot where you put it and then found it. I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it. Yeah, pal. Trust me, you don't want to test just how bad her luck is. Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. But you still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Her motive? Didn't you already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried to save. This is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. I do not expect that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. I'm done taking blows. It's time to counteract with facts of my own. Attended from the resting shelf. To wipe down the safe, I'd say thievery. Wait. Trust, only they know of it. Okay, so how does Maggie know about it? Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Baird was set on stealing something? Why not? It's the truth, after all. I'm gonna take that coat away from you. It's also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyways. That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe, the existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. I find it a little hard to believe that as a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan, but she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down. I highly doubt that. I say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted. Now eat chewing. Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. That means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either. Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. Uh-huh. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now? Curses! Why? What made you... What's with the angry face all of a sudden? It's all my fault. What do you mean? It's Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes. Did you just say they're partners, like inseparable conjoined twins? That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes. And that means... Yeah, I know. I'd only just told him, too. Obviously, it was wrong of me to tell him. Still can't quite believe it, but the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim. Now it's kind of that the victim was the thief, and you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Baird. Excuse me? Yeah, I have to concur. I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. The killing has gone a bit too far, even in your risky profession. But you're still accusing Maggie of murder? Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who had probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it? But no, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir. Plus, even if he was the thief, he wouldn't have a key to his office. Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key. It'd be impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us, unless you achieved it from Jim after you killed him. Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief? I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense. Has he no honor? Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out? You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office. Yeah, but I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. You're all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run this show. Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit. Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself. But sir, you have no choice but to accommodate his request. For now. Ah, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful. Mark my words, Mr. Portsman, we will meet again. If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now, don't disappoint me, you hear? To be continued. I'll see you guys around.